Yeah, in the second CD, Shadows and Sparks, all of that material has, it's never was recorded before. Some of it was written quite a while ago. Bledsoe was the only thing that was released, but really, Bledsoe, the main part of the song was orchestrated, but then I composed another whole section. So the song is really twice as long, or very, very different than the original recording. But all of that music, lended itself very much to, an orchestra. And when you hear the word orchestra, a lot of people immediately identify with a particular sound. Mozart, Beethoven, maybe something else if their ear has been listening to that. I enjoy the orchestra, and I always have, but I'm a rock musician. And I've never felt compelled to just write music for a particular situation, such as just an orchestra, So with sound theories, I've tried to incorporate the sound of a rock band ensemble with an orchestra, or with orchestra instruments, to create something that's very different than anything you've heard before. And, it's difficult for an artist to sit and talk about their music sometimes, because it's our job to have to sell it. But trying to remove myself from it and not sound too pretentious in explaining to you what I had in mind with this music, it was really to present a contemporary style of music with an orchestra. Because throughout the years, obviously, various orchestral trends or genres have come and gone. Baroque, Renaissance, Romantic, contemporary. And in the contemporary movement, there's been a lot of experimentation. And very atonal music has been produced, untempered music, music that requires electronics and stuff like that. But no one has ever really brought a rock band. I mean, it's been done, obviously, where they take a rock band and they apply it to an orchestra. And sometimes it's done better than others, A lot of times a popular rock metal group will take their songs and just apply an orchestra to it. But really it's very unchallenging in a sense, because it's just the orchestra sawing away at low notes or, stuff like that. This is not what that is at all. This has nothing to do with that stuff. This is compositions put together specifically for the marriage of a rock band and an orchestra, where they intertwine, In that regards, it sounds very interesting to me. It sounds like I feel as though I've come across something that kind of really worked, and I enjoy listening to it, and I enjoy the approach. And I don't claim that it's superior to anything else, but it really is it is very different, It's different than any kind of mixture of that genre that I've heard before. So for that, maybe it's worth a listen. I love playing the guitar. I really do, obviously. But I really like to compose and sit back and just listen to it. When I'm playing the guitar with the orchestra, I have to think about what I'm doing, So I was very fortunate because I had opportunities with this project to compose music without me, but still have a little rock band. There's a great guitar player in the Metropole Orchestra, Peter Tolinas, and he did, on the second disc, he did all the guitar work. There's not much, but it's very composed stuff. But that's where I think the idea of the merging and the marriage of the orchestra and the and the rock band really shines.